I let my boyfriend control my entire pregnancy. When I saw those 2 pink lines, I should have felt joy. Instead, I felt my world collapsing. I was 12 weeks pregnant, and my ex had already been gone for 3. No explanation, no goodbye, just blocked numbers and empty promises dissolving into nothing. I had a job that barely covered my rent, no family nearby, and friends who were still figuring out their own lives. The idea of being a single mother at 26 felt impossible. How would I afford childcare? What if something went wrong during delivery and I had no one to call? What if I couldn't do it? I needed help. And that's exactly when he showed up. Brian came into my life like an answer to a prayer I didn't know I'd made. We met at a coffee shop, and he noticed me struggling to reach something on a high shelf. After he helped, we talked, and surprisingly, he didn't run when I mentioned I was pregnant and alone. In fact, he seemed even more interested. That should have been a major red flag, but I was too stressed to notice. Within 2 weeks, we were dating, and he was everything my ex wasn't. Attentive, present, helpful. He came to my 20-week ultrasound appointment. He assembled the crib I'd been staring at in the box for days. He told me I was brave, that he admired me, that not many guys would step up like he was doing, and I believed him. But then, the suggestions became demands. You should eat more protein, he said one evening, taking my plate and adding food to it without asking. When I said I was full, he stopped smiling and repeated, "Eat, the baby needs it." A week later, I came home to find my locks changed. "Your building isn't safe," Brian explained. "I kept the spare for emergencies." By month 7, I couldn't even make plans without his approval. When I mentioned getting lunch with my best friend Christy, his voice went cold. "The one who's been divorced twice? That negative energy will affect you. Cancel it." Christy asked if I was okay, but I made up an excuse. One night, I woke up to find Brian scrolling through my phone. "What are you doing?" He barely even looked at me before saying, "Making sure no one's stressing you out." When I tried to grab it from his hands, he pulled away. "I'm willing to take on a pregnant woman like you as my girlfriend. The least you could do is trust that I know what's best." Then he started choosing what I wore. "That's too tight. You need to respect yourself as a mother." He even showed up at my work unannounced. "Just checking on you." My coworkers noticed. I pretended everything was fine. When I was 8 months pregnant, Christy showed up at my door. I opened the door and told her that Brian didn't want me seeing her anymore, but she actually pushed past me and entered the house. "You need to hear what I have to say," she said. She sat me down on the couch and pulled out her phone. "I've been keeping a list," she said, showing me 15 examples of things Brian had said and done. June 15th, you texted me that Brian changed your locks, but you said it was sweet because he cares about your safety. July 2nd, you said he went through your phone, but it's fine because he's just protective. July 20th, he picks out your outfits now, but you said, "He's right, you should look more professional." She looked up at me. "I have tons more just like that. Do you finally hear yourself?" I stared at her in shock because something in me had just cracked. Brian came over the next evening like he always did, letting himself in with that spare key. But this time, Christy was there, sitting on my couch as a witness. He saw her and his jaw tightened. "What's this about?" I stood up, and although my hands were shaking, my voice was steady. "This is over. We're done. I'm breaking up with you." He laughed. Actually laughed. "You're not serious." "I am serious. I need my key back. I need you to leave, and I need you to not contact me again." His face changed then, like he was about to reveal his true colors. "Are you kidding me? After everything I've done for you? I gave up my life to help you with your mistake, and this is how you repay me? My mistake. So my baby was my mistake." That's what he thought of her. "No," I said. "You didn't help me. You controlled me, and I'm done." He stepped toward me, but Christy stood up too. "She asked you to leave, weirdo." He looked between the two of us, and I watched him realize he'd lost. No amount of yelling or manipulation was going to work with her there. He grabbed his jacket, slammed my key on the counter, and said, "You'll regret this. Good luck doing it alone like you were always going to anyway." Then he left. And the second that door closed, I started crying. My daughter was born 3 weeks later. Now when I look at my daughter, I think about how I want her to grow up seeing a mother who understands that being alone is 1,000 times better than being with someone who makes you feel small.